Would you eat meat that was grown in a lab? Well, would you eat that meat if it were technically dog meat or cat meat or horse meat? A lot of Americans were polled, and you might be surprised by what they said. So we are referring particularly to in vitro meat, which is meat, protein, and fat cells grown in a lab, not harvested from an animal who was alive and lived on a farm or what have you. So psychologist Maddie Wilkes and veterinary scientist Clive Phillips surveyed 673 people via Mechanical Turk, asking a lot of different opinions about IVM, about eating meat in general, and eating not typically consumed meats on the market. And they found some interesting results. Yeah, okay, so these are people who would eat fish are not as likely to want to eat IVM fish. Same goes for poultry, but less so. Pork, bacon, and ham is much closer. Beef is even closer. No one wants to eat farmed horse.
Good, but people are willing to eat dog and cat.
People are willing to eat IVM horse,
terrifying.
IVM dog, IVM cat.
Kim, I do not see...
You will notice the bottom has the only positive difference. However, most people don't eat these animals to begin with.
Yeah, I would personally, I can imagine eating dog meat. I would probably eat human meat before I ate dog meat.
But what?
I mean, I'm not the only one, probably. I mean, that's terrifying, like eating...
But it's not a real dog.
I know, but it's weird that you would have like a taste for it. I don't know.
You don't want to be tempted.
No, that's just, yeah, I would never look at my dog the same way ever again.
I've dated guys before who said they would not view specific kinds of porn because they were worried they would like it, you know? And I think that's along the same lines, like, I'm scared that I will enjoy this thing that is really, really taboo.
Yeah. Well, also, it was really interesting in that study because when they asked non-meat eaters, they weren't, like, they didn't feel a need to eat this lab-grown meat.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's because it's already out of their system. It's already something that they don't eat, that they don't really need. Most of them have already grown out of the taste of meat, or it might even, for me, back when I was vegan, if I had anything that had meat in it, it would make me nauseous.
Are you currently a vegetarian, vegan,
no, I ended up having chronic illnesses and grew a sensitivity. I grew a sensitivity to nuts and soy, which was like my main source of protein. And
that
so
sucks.
It is suck, but then I picked up meat again. So I will have meat. I barely have pork because it reminds me of my dog too much. They're too similar, pig, and yeah, so.
Maybe this lies on people's opinions of meat in general, because
yeah, maybe.
I am a meat eater, though I do eat several meatless meals because, well, I don't think I should be eating that much meat, first of all. And secondly, I have this amount of guilt towards environmentalism.
Yes.
Because I looked this up, according to the UC Davis, 441 gallons of water goes into 1 pound of boneless beef. That's a lot of water. And then I'm sure you've seen billboards around LA that are like, don't trash an egg. Each egg takes 55 gallons of water to make. And you think, damn, I did not think about that when I was maybe egging someone's house in the past. And that was wrong.
Or if you're like me and your eggs just sit in your fridge until they go bad or something.
Gross, yeah. And it's just, I think I feel from an environmental level an amount of guilt, and also I think it's strange how we kind of view being vegetarian or being a meat eater as being all or nothing.
That's true.
Like, I can do several meals without it, but I'm still gonna wanna have a steak at some point, you know, a really rare one, and I'm gonna dip my fries in that dripping, the red drippings. Some might call it blood.
Well, I don't know if you saw too, but it also said that men were more willing, at least the ones that they polled, were more willing to try this lab-grown meat than women, which to me was fascinating because just from like the stereotypes that we have of guys, it's like, no, I'm gonna eat meat, you know, and like eating red meat, and they're like, oh no, I'll have the lab-grown stuff.
I would absolutely eat the lab-grown stuff. I'm not sure about cats and dogs. I would probably.
Oh God, why are they even playing with that?
I think I would try the lab-grown horse. I think I would, because I've never experienced a horse that I loved. But even though I know no cat or dog is being harmed
it weirds me out,
process,
dude. No.
It doesn't seem right to me, because they're friends, not food.
Again, I would rather literally eat my friend, like a human.
I know it's not rational.
I would eat a human man over my dog, so.
Hear that, men?
Yeah. Don't show this to my boyfriend.
I don't think I would eat a human meat under any circumstance.
Oh, girl,
I think
you haven't been tested.
For what?
I mean, like out in the wilderness. You don't know that?
Positive for cannibalism.
We might be moving towards Hunger Games. You don't know with the climate of our society, so you might have to test that.
I also think us as Americans, we have, kind of certain views toward meat that maybe the rest of the world doesn't have. Like,
yeah, true.
Bug protein is very popular outside the U.S., and we generally view it as repellent because we view it as vermin.
Yeah. I'm all for more people eating the lab-grown meat. I don't know if I will, but I'm definitely for.
I absolutely will. If it's affordable, that's like going to be a lot of my diet.
Mine's more like the processed nature of it. And I eat extremely healthy now, and I have to eat extremely healthy now with my autoimmune issues. So I feel like mine's more like, okay, is this gonna trigger another something to happen in me? Or another like food sensitivity or something, so.
About 1/4 of the people polled had ethical concerns about eating IVM, which they viewed as unnatural. Do you think you're aboard that?
Probably.
I'm okay with it, but I'm also okay with robots being integrated into society.
Right, that's true. So
I'm very open-minded, people.
Yeah.
I'm open-minded as hey.
I feel like I'm open-minded to other people doing it.
Like, that could be their choice.
Yeah.
That's fair too. Audience, would you ever eat lab-grown meat? And would you eat dog, cat, horse, human meat? Let us know what you would eat below in the comments, and please like and subscribe for more meat news.